NeutralBalance PRO, apparatus for the evaluation and programming of proprioceptive gymnastics in motor recovery, prevention and sport. What is NeutralBalance PRO? An adjustable height balancing apparatus, NeutralBalance PRO is based on the concept in physics that describes the neutral equilibrium. Neutral balance, a neutral equilibrium. In physics, neutral equilibrium corresponds to the condition in which there is a body that, regardless of the disturbing force, is always in balance. The neutral equilibrium is characterized when the center of gravity of a body is aligned with the point of suspension or support, for example, the contact point with the ground. In neutral equilibrium, there is no moment arm of instability created. The moment arm of instability is determined when the point of projection of the center of gravity does not coincide with the contact point on the ground. The state of equilibrium is stable, when after a disturbance, the moment arm of instability tends to decrease and the body returns to its starting position. Unstable, when after a disturbance, the moment arm of instability tends to increase and the body does not return to its starting position. Indifferent or neutral, when in any position, the moment arm is zero. How can we apply these concepts of physics to the proprioceptive platform? Mechanical analysis. From a mechanical analysis of the common elements of proprioceptive platforms, we can identify the foot platform, the semisphere, the axis of symmetry of the semisphere and the contact point on the ground, the center of the curvature of the semisphere, the radius of the curvature of the semisphere, the point of projection of the subject's center of gravity onto the foot platform, and the height of the platform. From physics to mechanics. To link the concept of neutral equilibrium with the mechanism of the proprioceptive platforms, we can consider the behavior of the moment arm of instability. If it tends to increase, unstable equilibrium. If it tends to decrease, stable equilibrium. If it stays constant, neutral equilibrium. From mechanics to design. To design the platform according to the instability, it is necessary to refer to the stability ratio, or the relationship between the radius of the curvature of the semisphere, r, and the height of the platform from the ground, h. If the r on h ratio is less than 1, an unstable equilibrium condition is determined. If the r on h ratio is greater than 1, a stable equilibrium condition is determined. If the r on h ratio is equal to 1, a neutral equilibrium condition is determined. Mechanical solutions. Similar stability ratios can be obtained by varying the radius and keeping the height constant, or by varying the height and keeping the radius constant. NeutralBalance PRO is designed to take advantage of the stable and neutral equilibrium conditions in order to commence exercises with the platform always horizontal. NeutralBalance PRO, 12 apparatus in 1 to program training. 12 apparatus in 1. NeutralBalance PRO is designed to provide 12 apparatus, each of which is characterized by a precise stability ratio and degree of freedom, in order to develop a proprioceptive training program that is consistent with the physiological laws regulating the adaptation to equilibrium. The programming of proprioceptive training. It must comply with the physiological responses described by Seeley in the General Adaptation Syndrome regarding the body's reaction to a stress agent. Seeley specifies motor activity as a stress that causes a very short and weak shock phase, followed by very pronounced counter-shock phenomena that manifest in an unspecified supercompensatory response. The repetition of physical exercise, when the period of rest between the two exposures allows the body to remember the unspecified supercompensatory response, establishes a phenomena of increasing adaptation due to an additive effect. Programming the training load. Adaptive consolidation occurs when the repetition of the training stimulus is systematically increased to create progressively more demanding work levels. With NeutralBalance PRO, you can perfectly manage a proprioceptive training program by specifying the following variables: exercise type, execution time, number of repetitions, load intensity, to make them appropriate for post-traumatic or post-operative ankle or knee rehabilitation, returning to walking, falls prevention, lumbosacral prevention and protection, avoidance of sports strains, and sports training. The exercises. They can be done in the standing position, in the sitting position, in the prone position, with the ball. Basic exercises from the standing position. They are inspired by everyday activities, such as walking, running, climbing the stairs, descending the stairs, and so on. Exercises with the ball. Aim to divert attention from fixed reference points that facilitate the maintenance of balance and place them on the trajectory of the ball. In addition, the movements of the upper limbs engaged in throwing and catching the ball create imbalances that need to be anticipated and offset by balance adjustments. Sitting and prone exercises. They aim to increase the stability and strength of the abdomen and back muscles. Configuration and the training load. By varying the height of NeutralBalance PRO, it is possible to increase the training difficulty. Caution is a good rule. Place the non-slip mat provided under the NeutralBalance PRO. Arrange a series of foam mattresses of variable height from 4 to 6 cm around the NeutralBalance PRO.